What's up, guys? Welcome to the channel and welcome to Into the Restless Ruins. I did an episode of this a little bit ago, a month or so ago, I don't know, it was a little while ago, but it was covering the demo and kind of an idea, like a taste of what the game was going to be. Well, guess what? The game is out in full release. The devs decided to grace me with a copy, so thank you, devs, for giving me a copy. And yeah, I wanted to go ahead and play it for you all again. Let's go ahead and get into this. Scottish legend tells that those whose heart's desires can't be met by earthly means should seek the Harvest Maiden. In return for their toil, she will satisfy their craving. Oh my. After years chasing rumors and false leads, you found the ruin entrance, and the maiden appeared to you. I am weak from the corruption of these foul wardens and their fallen beasts. Harvest them for me, and when my power is restored, I will grant your desires. Finally, your wish. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and start off with Oursdale? Oursdale? I don't know. It's Scottish. I'm not Scottish. But yeah, there's a lot of different ruins that we can get into here, and I'm sure that's going to affect the enemy levels, the bosses that you can fight, decks, and stuff like that. But anyway, let's go ahead and choose this one. Get in here. So if you didn't watch the, I guess, first episode of this is a roguelike deck builder where you expand a dungeon and you choose the layout and different tile sets and stuff like that, and it's kind of also like a survivors-like auto shooter type of a thing. So anyway, let's go ahead and go through the tutorial. Expand the ruins by playing cards from your hand and placing them on the grid. Cards require build points to play and are then added to your discard pile. When you can't play any more cards, begin the harvest. At the start of a night, new cards are drawn and your build points are replenished. Nice. New rooms and corridors connect by doors to the existing ruins, and you can rotate them to find a better fit. Build towards the fog rooms so that you can visit them during the harvest. And what we're aiming for is to get to these little rooms, these little foggy rooms that will be obvious. That way we can unlock the seal, and the seals will open up this like kind of a red line you can see here on the top. That's like a gateway into reaching further into the map. So anyway, let's go ahead and continue here. Let's go ahead and throw a hallway. Can't really fit that way. We could connect it this way, but it doesn't actually connect to that fog room. What we could do is go this way and then find another connection that way. Build points are on the left-hand side. You can see that this hallway costs 1, and we have 3, so that will give us a little bit more room here. So, okay, what do we have here? An armory. Gives us 5% extra damage for when we're in our actual harvesting period or in the run. And 10% damage for current harvest if you use it, which I would like to do, which we could do that. We could kind of have it go that way, and then we could build up to the left that way. Yeah. We could take a grove, which will do healing and max HP, and we could connect it that way to our first room. Okay, I think that's a good start. So let's go ahead and begin our harvest. Okay, so explore the ruins you've built. You automatically attack nearby enemies, which drop Glimour when harvested. Find seals and interact with them to open up more of the ruins. Reach and harvest the Warden to beat a level. Time in your ruins is limited. Your torch is always fading. If you run out of light, the darkness will begin to hurt you. Return back to the exit portal to end the harvest. You can use features in the ruin, which we're going to do here shortly when I go to the armory. Some are immediate, but some take longer. Balance the benefits of using them with your precious time. So, let's go ahead and head over this way. So, 10% damage tonight. We can attack, like, boxes and other things. But, yeah. We do want to go ahead and get some kills where we're able. We'll head up this way first. Okay. Tutorial. The exit portal will open after a short time each night. Remember to return and use it to leave before you run out of health. So, let's go ahead and head this way. Ah, we did find a seal. Okay. You have found a seal. Interact with it to remove the Warden's barrier to the next area of the ruins. You will also earn a powerful boon card. Beware, the Warden will unleash a horde of enemies to attack you once the seal is claimed. So, let's go ahead and do this. Yeah! Okay, what do we get? All cards in your hand cost -1 for the BP. Very cool. So that's the first little barrier taken care of. Let's kill these enemies first. Get some more experience and level up, and we got a favor. Look at the Glimour released as you destroy those pitiful creatures. I can feed on the magical energy to gift you favors as thanks, and to aid your crusade. Cool. And so now we can pick something new for our deck. Observatory. When we're inside, it'll kind of expand to the camera so we can see a little bit further. 5% attack speed, knockback, attack size, crit chance, or crit damage. 1 extra relic spawn per night. Let's go with the spring. Nice. We'll just continue getting kills here. Not too bad. Okay, so +1 BP next night on a use for that. It is rare. That probably would be a good thing to get. You also need to kind of figure out what you want to do as far as the type of rooms and the layouts that you have. So, I don't know. Like, training room would be nice. This would be another one, which would give us another 5% attack speed and all that stuff. Another armory would be nice, but I kind of like the idea of the forge, so let's go with that. Alright. We're picking up some currency and whatnot, and we're almost out of time for the night. You can see the screen is kind of getting a little bit lower, so we'll have to, or less wide, I suppose. Less screen is visible. So try to get as many kills as we can. And okay, we're good. Took 1 damage there, but that's fine. Each night you gain skulls. As the bar fills, it will add curse cards to your hand. You lose if it fills completely. Other actions and cards can also affect your curse, I suppose. Dying during a harvest will increase it, for example, but claiming a seal will lower it. Good for us. Okay. What do we got here? Builder's Blessing. So each card has a build point cost to play, purge, persist, so on and so forth. Okay. So we could make it so that everything in our hand will cost -1 BP, so everything will be free. You know what? Let's do it. It's all free! Lovely. Okay. Let's go ahead and play this. That's not really a connection there. We could connect to the spring here, which is pretty easy. A little bit of a termination point for that, but that's okay. A bend. Let's see. That would connect that way. That's not really how I want that to go, though. This could work. Let's see what else we can get to here. It's not really the connection that I want. This would be a good connection this way. So let's go ahead and do that. As far as the bend is concerned, should probably increase a pathway on this left side too, or we could focus on a left or a right facing path and not even worry about it. I don't know. Kind of an interesting choice here we have. Not everything's gonna fit super well about the forge. We could put this over here, or we could attach it to the armory and call it good there. Well, I'm gonna want to visit both of these, aren't I? No, let's just put this here. And the bend, I don't really want to put that there. because I want to get to both of these, like all three of these fog doors if I can. That's the boss up there, by the way, this little boss room. We're going to want to get to that eventually, but I want to go to this left side as well. It's not like a great way to bend it that way. I could redraw. Campfire. Okay, so that'll just refill our torch and stuff like that. I mean, that's a good thing to put over here as we're moving along. Alright, let's go ahead and go. So let's go ahead and use that. We'll continue along our way. Very good. Got our favor. Let's go for another training room. So those things we're picking up, those are a form of currency that we can spend. I think you can get them from like boxes and stuff like that. Let's go ahead and do this one. There we go. Get more damage. Get more of these. This is going to be a campfire, so it'll refill our torch a little bit. Oof. Stop damaging me, you fool! That's okay. We can just heal right back up, visit something like that. And now we're just kind of getting some experience and whatnot. Sorry if you hear the police in the background. So this just is going to lead us to our exit. Nothing too crazy. Ooh, Crossroads, that could be good. Faded Grove is also good. A Bend Plus. You can see, so you can get upgrades eventually for your things, and they'll increase and change up like where the exits and stuff are. This Crossroads actually seems kind of cool, but this Bend Plus does have some convenient ways to go through it. So let's go ahead and take the Bend. We'll keep getting some kills and whatnot. Ow. 9 damage. Use redraw to discard an undesirable card from your hand and draw a new one that may be more immediately useful. Redraws replenish at the start of each night, so use them often. Some cards give bonus redraws, which last until used. Nice. Okay, so there's our Bend Plus. See, now we've actually got a better opening here on the left side. So that's pretty good. We could do that and get something that could connect that way. Not exactly that. Not exactly that. Not really a great way to connect that either. Same with the regular Bend. Could put a Faded Grove here. Then if I get something else that only takes up one cell, that could work that way. This would be kind of a terminated point, though, so I would be forced to go through this way. But I could be okay with that, I think. Yeah, because we could just take the Bend and go this way, and take the other Bend, and I don't know if I want to go that way, but we could. Yeah, sure, why not? Okay, yeah, that works. So yeah, we're gonna go, I mean, we could go up to that Faded Grove in the training room and all that stuff. The campfire might be a good idea to hit up. But, yeah, nothing too crazy unlocked this time. This is going to be mostly for the experience. But yeah, you kind of also have to keep in mind what kind of a layout you've set up. You know, it's not great for people that aren't great at memorizing maps and layouts and stuff like that. Like some of these things, the Iron Forge, you probably want to visit that as many times as possible. Same thing with armories and whatnot, if you're going to be passing through. I'll go for this. Let's go with attack. Let's go with attack size. Why not? Get a little bit of a heal. Yeah. I'll definitely want to go and visit the campfire real quick. And then we'll work our way back. But yeah, our little maze is starting to get a little bit big. That wouldn't help us. I mean, I'll take it. Maybe the bend would be the better choice there. Who knows? Ghost. Yeah, we'll get a heal going. That way, immediately lose some more life. And okay. Okay. Well, that wouldn't help us get to the rest of this. I don't really want to link us in here. That would work, huh? Huh. Kind of a weird way to hook that up, but that would work. Yeah, that's not going to work. That would work as a terminating point. And then I guess we could go up and around this way, but I don't really want to do that. I would rather have it kind of link around to the left and meet back in the center. That would be the optimal way I would like to approach this. That could work. Yeah, we'll go with that. And we could hook you up. Yeah, that could work. And then we could hook you up that way. Yeah, that's fine. Fairy Spring, that's another relic. That's just kind of a free thing that we could get going. Not a whole lot of places for me to put it, but right now I don't have a great way to hook this up. I could get something that'll hook it from this side to this side. Let's go ahead and redraw the Fairy Spring. Armory. That's not really going to work for us. Could hook that way. Still not optimal. Oh, and this, like, debris right here, you can't hook up to that, so yeah. I'd probably want to put this somewhere along the line towards, like, the end of a path, so let's just put it there. Alright, let's go. Let's take this route first, get a little bit of damage. We're going to try and go for distance here, not necessarily completing a lot of the timed things. Hit that up. Sure, why not? Ooh, crit chance, sure. Okay, so this is a shop. Hen Wife. In front of you, a crone hunches over her pot, slowly stirring foul-smelling contents as it gently bubbles away. She beckons you closer. You must be her latest one. What's it for you, I wonder? Riches, power, land? She chuckles. Or true love? You'll join the others in time, but I'll help you until then, so long as you promise to leave my children alone after you're done. Alright, so now we can upgrade our cards if we so choose. Upgrade to a hallway. And these cost those little like relic seal things we've been collecting, the parchments. stones, whatever you want to call them. So these will increase their stats and also change up the placement of rooms, exits, stuff like that. Very useful. Campfire level 2 would be nice. You know what? Yes. Let's upgrade our campfire. Let's go ahead and upgrade the Faded Grove as well. Having these little one-tile four-way things are pretty nice. That would increase the size pretty significantly. And that would give us another four-way. We've already seen the upgraded bend. I don't know. Training room? Sure. Alright. That's fine. Okay, there's a campfire. We'll take that now. We do need to get back because, well, we're not gonna run into some issues here as far as running out of time, I don't think. At least I'm hoping. Let's see. Okay, here's a seal. We'll definitely try to take care of this before we go. There we go. Okay, so now we can access the boss. So we might even finish this run here pretty soon. All depends. Let's get out of here. Oh, we're running out of time. Okay, you know what? Give me the crossroads. Oh, that's the wrong way. We're gonna start taking damage. That's a pretty big hit, actually. Okay. We're gonna definitely want to travel north and then go to the side here. Okay, purge a card from your deck, then duplicate another card. I don't really need you right now. There we go. I was hoping for that. Okay, let's put this here. Look at that. 2 extra things. Let's do a shapeshifter. What do we want to get rid of? Do I need another iron forge? Probably not. Let's purge you. And let's duplicate you. Nice. Okay. So, this would connect our boss right here. Okay, so we've got a route to the boss. What would I like to visit first? Can't really get a way to set that up. Crossroads is big. Big. Funnily enough, that does actually hook up that way. Sure, why not? And then the bend. Again, I can't really hook this up anywhere. Hook it up there, but it's not really a point to hooking it up there. Whatever. Let's put it there. Okay. So we're going to want to take this right path. We're going to hit up the armory first. We're going to travel north through the Faded Grove, go through the other armory, hit up the campfire, go through the training room, hit up both of those Faded Groves probably, and then just go straight up through the other Faded Grove, just in case I lose any more HP. Alright, let's go. Go. Go, 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 go. Just to get back some of the life I've lost. Go that way. Get that. Get the extra torch and life and all that stuff. We'll do this. Attack size. Let's do crit chance again. that. I'll do that. Okay, we're up to full HP. Look at us. Look at us go. Do that. I don't think I really need to worry about the rest of that. I don't think the Iron Forge really matters either. Let's grab this. Whoop. Explosion. Alright. Now we are at the boss. You can see their life total there at the bottom. Not too crazy. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Hey, stop that. Come on, give me a crit. Give me a crit. Nah, never mind. Never mind, I didn't want to crit anyway. Okay, you know what? Give me another campfire. Ooh, exploding enemies. I felt a wisp of my power return as the Warden was slain. But it is a fleeting victory. Its kin remain, and in time even it will return. Nothing is permanent here. And I am far from having the power to grant your wish. You must continue your purge deeper. Deeper into the ruins. Make them all suffer. Alright. Survived for 5 nights. Let's go! 17 minutes and 24 seconds in the ruin. You never died. Look at me go. Alright. Feature unlocked. Start at least one run. Compendium is now unlocked. We've reached level 2, so we got a signpost, which changes the sign direction, which I don't know what that means, but okay. Got a workshop. Draw a card. Rooms and corridors drawn cost -1 BP. That's kind of cool. Fewer curses. Bar decreases by -1. Cool. Harvest a Warden without triggering a curse. Okay. I mean, yeah, I didn't trigger a curse because we did that relatively quickly. Full deck is drawn into your hand every night. Oh, cool. It's a cantrip. Cantrips, I think, are modifiers to runs. We'll take a look at that in a minute. Favors discard. New cards earned from favors are added to your discard pile, not your draw pile. Okay. Alright. Harvested the Aerisdale Warden. Clava Cairn. Cairn? I think it's a cairn. Venture deeper into the bat-filled ruins through tougher enemies to find this Warden. Interesting. Cool. So there's our little breakdown of how we did. You can see our deck, which didn't get too much added to it. Character? What's that? What's that? Okay, got a little bit extra damage. Nothing too crazy. Max HP of 100. No secondary weapons. It's not too bad. Okay, where are we at? 15 out of 116 cards. Wow, that's a lot of cards. Ruins, weapons. Yeah, there are different like sub-weapons and secondary weapons and things like you can get. I think in my previous coverage, I might have gotten a bow and arrow. Either that or it's just another run that I did. But, yeah. Not too bad. So, we've got 4 cantrips here. Cool. Creatures. There's a rat. That's the one that exploded there at the end. Multiple pages of things. Cool. Lots of different things to fight. Very cool. You can see all of our cards that we found. There's 12 pages of cards. That's a lot of cards. A lot of cards, yo. Okay, not too bad. Not too bad at all. Alright. So if I do new run... Okay. So you pick your cantrips. Cantrips are spells that change the rules of the ruins. So yeah, modifiers. Each has a dread cost. The more dread you have, the higher your score multiplier. You can pick one cantrip for each player level you have reached, or you could choose fewer if you wish. Nice. Dread +2. Dread +8. Huh. Minus, plus, okay. Interesting. So you can't pick cantrips for this one, huh? But you can pick it for this one. 2 seals, 4 seals. Random hordes? Okay, so there's a chance of getting random hordes. Oh, yeah, and it says it right there. Cantrips allowed. Okay. Cool. Not too bad. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff to see here. I'm liking it, though. I'm liking it a lot. But if you guys are liking it, make sure you leave a comment, like the video, and all that stuff, and I'll do more episodes of this. I could get into playing this for, you know, a limited series or something like that. Put out a few episodes. But that all depends on whether or not you guys like it. Either way, I will see you in the next one, hopefully. Bye-bye.